Hey my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is HEGIA&ESTHER. I'm the brand owner of Didysignature. Please don't forget to hit the subscription button before you leave. Let's get right into today's video. So I will be showing you in a few steps how to achieve a flawless looking brow. So firstly, I'm using my lash glue to tame her brow. Most people will use like maybe brow gel or something, but this is what I use. So I'm taming her brow with a spoolie brush. And next off, I'll be using my brow gel with a very flat angle brush. This brush is from Budge Cosmetic. I'll be using it to outline her brows. So I'm just going right under her brow that I already groomed. Okay, so you can see that I'm very light-handed, right? And next off, I'll be going in with my Mabrook pencil. This pencil, I love using it because it's not too waxy. It's just the right amount of wax for your brows. And if you'll be using the pencil to fill in the brows, please make sure that it is very sharp. So you should have your sharpener very close to you and make sure you sharpen it well, okay, because you don't want it to give you like blunt lines. You want to have like sharp and seamless looking line, because you want the hair around, you want the pencil to mimic the hair around the brows, if that makes sense. So next off, I'll be going to the next brow to do just the same thing that I had already done in the other brows. So please, I hope you guys would enjoy this video, and I promise you guys another video. Seriously, I'll be making promises, but trust me, this was not the actual video I wanted to use, but I noticed the video that I recorded wasn't recording, and you know what, the video was long overdue, so I had to do something. So next up, I will be going back into my brow gel. So I will be outlining the top part of her brows. So if you look closely, you notice that I didn't actually start from the beginning of the brow, like the head of the brow. I started halfway and I created my hack, and I make sure that the tail of my brow at the top meets with the lower part of the tail. Like they need to align with each other to give you that sharp edge. So with my brows looking like this, I could go like this and decide not to define, but I'm going to do that for the sake of this class. I'm going to be defining the brow so you guys can see the essence of why you need to define your brows and know, okay, this is the purpose why for doing this, as in why do people actually have to. So most of the time, if I'm rushing for my personal makeup, I really don't do it, but for most of my clients, I always define the brow because it gives it that snatch and crispy and flawless look actually. So next up, I'll be going into concealer. So what I do to make sure that the brow bone is not actually too light, I would either use my foundation alone, or I would use the foundation with a concealer shade. So I'll mix them together. The brush I'm using now is from Talk Glam. I got it from Talk Glam. I think you can still, if you don't see it in Talk Glam, you can still see it as Cindy's Beauty. I think I've forgotten. So the method I'm using for this is tap and drag. So when I place it and I drag it. You get, so I'm dragging down so that I don't have excess concealer around that area. You want that area to be as seamless as possible. You don't want it to give any harsh lines. You know what? You know the slogan here is zero harsh lines. So everything has to be seamless. That place needs to look really clean. So I'm just blending that out with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other brow. So I want you guys to pay close attention. Just like I said, you need to tap and drag, and you don't have to use too much concealer or too much product You get? So when you are placing the product on the brush, you want to spread it out, if that actually makes sense. You want to spread out that product. So you can see that to just make sure that the head of the brow looks seamless, I went in a little bit, but not as much as I went in for the brow bone, if that actually makes sense, right? So I'm going to blend it out, blend out that product. You see that I'm trying to make sure that I'm retaining that concealer at the brow bone. So you see that I tapped, then later blended out the edges, right? So to make sure that it looks seamless even before setting. You can see that it was looking seamless. So I'm going in with a powder shade to set that brow bone, to set the concealer, to make sure that nothing is moving. You can see how flawless she look. Wow, guys, look at that brows. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.